Hello everybody, hope that you're doing well and welcome to this stream that I got for you. I wasn't actually planning on doing a live stream here, and then I saw the move down and the amount of like emotion and comments and everything. I was just like, right, rather than trying to answer all these questions, because there was just an unreal amount, I was like, you know what, it's probably just easiest if I just go on stream. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet, maybe, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, half an hour. Maybe it extends, I'm not sure, but I don't really want it to go on too long, if I'm honest with you. I just thought it's actually hopefully going to be quicker, me just coming on this stream talking about Bitcoin rather than trying to answer the hundreds and hundreds of questions that came in. So hope that you're doing well, ladies and gentlemen. To be fair, a lot of people are just wondering where the next support is, really. Like, a lot of people are like, where's the next support? I know a lot of people though are in short positions, so that's really, really, really good. But I think a lot of people are just wondering when's the best time to take profit on this short. So yeah, that's what we'll be covering primarily in today's video. Where's the take profit on the short? Is it already here? Etc. 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 Might briefly talk about Ethereum. Not too sure whether I want to talk about ETH in this video, but definitely talk about Bitcoin. I think, you know, Bitcoin is my baby coin, so I'm not sure whether I'll talk about ETH. We'll see if there's time. I really just don't want this to go on too long. So yeah, hope that you are all doing well. How many people do we have in here today? We have 1,300 people. Hello, and we've only been going a minute, so yeah, good evening. Look at this. Sold all my Bitcoin at 39,800, waiting for the right entry point. Really good decision there, mate. well done. Yeah, well, in my opinion, to be fair, we literally still are at this support region. So, you know, in terms of the first question that people might ask is like, again, I must stress, no financial advice in this video. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, but I can just tell you, I can just, you know, give my opinions on the chart and my perspective of what I would do right now. My perspective, what would I do right now? Well, I can tell you literally what I am doing right now. You know, maybe that helps. So obviously I am positioned short at the moment. Would I short where we are right now? The answer is obviously not. You know, I would not short here because I feel the short is way too late. So I would definitely not short where we are here. But from a medium term perspective, well, I'll just you know, from the perspective that I have right now, we have a clear support zone. You know, the thing is, I think this is kind of just going to be saying, like, we have this weekly, and look what happened to this weekly. We were looking at this weekly earlier as like a key support, and what happened here is, you know, this is to the dollar, like literally to the exact dollar. You lost the level, you hit it as a back test, and you dropped down another 2% to the downside. And we're talking about to the absolute exact dollar, the weekly level. We hit it, well, we essentially lost, back tested, and come back down. Ladies and gentlemen, exact dollar back test. Can you remember what happened last night when we're talking about exact dollars? Look at this. This is exactly the same what happened with that daily level. Prior support was lost, back tested to the exact dollar before another really big drop in price. The thing that I just don't understand is we're literally giving you everything that you need. Like, to be fair, the information here and the levels are so precise. So precise. When you see the short there was to the exact dollar, and then you got a massive decrease in price. The same again here, this weekly currently, that was a rejection to the exact dollar, another 2% down. Where would I be saying to myself, okay, well, I think the first thing that I'd probably do is just be like, I don't need to run into trades all the time, because, you know, you just see people losing so much money, in my opinion, because they're like, right, I'm going to long this retrace, and now I'm going to long here, 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 now I'm going to long here, now I'm going to long here, and now I'm going to long here. It's just like, I don't understand. I truly don't understand when we're literally, you know what, you know, there's just so many people taking really random long positions, and it's just like, why? I just really don't understand why people are so eager to long this at the moment. You know, and that's not to say this can't be the bottom, we can't head up, but let's just say, I mean, simple thing, the most simplest thing in the world, what's happening right now? high, low, lower high, lower 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 low. This could still just be a lower high for another lower low, couldn't it? Like literally, this is what's happening right now. So why my question to you is why are you so eager to long Bitcoin? Just wait. You know, you could literally just say this, couldn't you? You could literally just say, let's wait to see support of the weekly, and then you have a better long position. I would argue that you have a better long position, because then you could actually see a reclaim of the weekly. You could see a market structure change, and at least then it offers a bit of a better trade. Again, I'm not going to tell you to long, I'm not going to tell you to short, but all I'm going to say is that's the way that I would approach this. I mean, I just really don't see the need of everybody that's been longing all of this downwards move, and it's just like, well, I really truly don't understand what I really just don't understand why. You know, reclaimed a weekly, and obviously that offers a long. You know, naturally that would offer a long position. Again, maybe just for a scalp trade, you know, quick trade, but nevertheless, I personally wouldn't be longing any of this downwards move here. I feel that you had a really good long position if you were awake at 4 a.m. for the first touch of the weekly. Obviously, this was a brilliant long. But then all of this secondary retrace here, you know, there's just no longs to be had there. And I feel that you have to approach this in one of two ways. You can be the patient trader, and that's what you know, especially on the weekend when I really don't trade. I'm so content with being patient here. I will simply wait for lower, or alternatively a reclaim of the weekly, for at least giving me a scalp long. Like, I can honestly tell you, I have zero interest in trading a long right now. And that means I'm okay with longing higher. You know, I'm okay to take a long if we go higher. And that for me is a signal of strength, and I'm happy to long higher prices. I just personally, yeah, I just wanted to come on stream, and I just wanted to say to people, like, I just really don't understand. I've been out all day. I'll show you some of the posts off of Instagram, because where I live is pretty nice. We've got pretty nice walks, but let me just play this clip for you. Okay, let me just play this clip. Don't short the bull market. Don't short the bull market. That was obviously 17 hours ago. But remember this quote. It's pretty funny. Obviously, we had that perfect daily level retest. And yeah, this is where I was today. With no care in the world, no stress, sitting in a Bitcoin short and just thinking, good morning, America. You know, listen to this, yeah? Let's take a listen to this. Remember to never short the bull market, because obviously you can't make money shorting in a bull market. It's so funny when people say don't short a bull market, but look at this. Everyone in chart champion short at the moment. You've seen the biggest Yunez legend short. You've seen Doltech short. Seen Haymaker, who's becoming a legend, short in Ethereum. I mean, it's shorts across the board. Pretty funny. People taking their first ever trades onto the short positions. Look at this guy, first ever trade since joining chart champions, also short from 40,000. I mean, look at this. It's just absolutely brilliant. And for the people that say don't short in a bull market, we say, well, when you know what you're doing, you can short in the bull market, because why would you not? I mean, look at this. Just look at this. It's very nice indeed. Yeah, happy to short Bitcoin when you know what you're doing. It's absolutely fine to short in the bull market. Obviously, you've got to take profits. Don't hold on to it forever. But yeah, profits are profits. You've got to trade the charts, not what you want. And there you go. Lemon Apple also short. Shout out to you, mate. Really nice trade. So what are we emphasizing there? You know, the people that say don't short in a bull market is obviously, you know, just bad advice, period. But the thing is, where I was saying that, you got to take profits, okay? So I personally have taken profits on my short position. You know, I don't hold the whole position, because I acknowledge that literally for me, we are at an intermediate, and this is more of an intermediate support. Obviously, I potentially feel that we could go down lower, if I'm totally honest with you. So I don't want to close out my whole short, but this for me, I've already hit my take profit one. So this is like, the way that I would approach this is, to be honest with you, you know, it's pretty simple. The weekly, if we can reclaim that, I do feel it offers a long position, at least in the intermediate term. Well, short, sorry, I'm getting my word. I'd say it offers a long in the short term. In the intermediate term here, I feel that I would actually be really content with just waiting this out for the moment. I have no need to go into a position straight away thinking, right, I need to buy right now Bitcoin, because I'm going to miss a massive move or something like this, or I need to short right now. I mean, you know, if we reclaim that weekly, I feel it offers a short-term long position. But then we can kind of see with it, once we get that little bit more, you know, get a bit more data, get a little bit more consolidation, you know, you can start to make those informed decisions. And it's pretty hard to make a swing trade informed decision when you're, you know, you're getting, you know, still extreme volatility. You want to wait for that areas of consolidation. That's when you start to see your divergences like really come into play. We are still moving up here, by the way. So that we can see here together, are we going to reclaim the weekly? That will change these lower highs. It will change those lower highs, and that's the first time that I would personally say it offers like a nice long position again for a short-term trade. But yeah, in terms of where this could go in the intermediate term, like the more of the longer term, higher term time frame perspective, obviously we were looking at this Elliott wave count. So this is the Elliott wave count where we were saying Bitcoin crashing coming. Obviously it was based off of this higher, you know, this is a high term time frame Elliott wave count. So you have to remember this could take potentially several weeks, maybe month to play out. So it's not like it plays out instantly. But I just want to play you this clip from the last live stream that we done, where we were talking about the short positions up and around $40,600. So let me just remind you and play this clip that we were looking at. And a short that maybe is just down to around here, but that's still giving me a 3.5 to 1 risk to reward ratio, 10% gains for a potential 3% loss. And it could extend, or I could see such as 22% gains. So when you start to think of, wow, you could start to get 22% gains, you could potentially get 35% gains if it comes down all the way. Obviously, then it's pretty pleasing, the short position. That was the live stream literally from yesterday. And I know from the comments, so many people took the short off of 40,600 region. Like, we had so many people shorting that. But honestly, the take profit like is now literally. So just because I know an unreal amount of people took that short. So the thing is, I would say literally like now is the take profit of that, even though it's a potential swing trade. Like that weekly 30,821, like that is a really big take profit level, because this, again, this is a zone of support. There's no guarantee that this comes all the way to 30,000, 26,000. You know, there's no guarantee it comes down that low. So the way that I would personally approach this, again, from a swing trades perspective, is that yes, we have like the potential of coming down much lower, but we also have to say that the price doesn't have to come down this low. We are literally at this support zone. This is our first kind of target, obviously, for about 10%, and it's more or less hit that. So what you have to remember though is, just again, I'm not giving financial advice, and I do think that it's unwise that people just randomly followed this short position when I was not telling anybody what to do with their money. I just want to really cover myself legally, because it's crazy that people follow random like the live stream. But anyway, if you know, I can just give you my perspective. I shorted this level, and I have hit my take profit one on this trade. So if people randomly were following me, sort of thing, then, you know, you can't hold on to this short, because it might not go down. It might not go down lower. So we could potentially have seen our lows. Obviously, probably the next few hours are going to be pretty decisive of what really, how this, you know, progresses in the medium/long term. I mean, the perspective obviously is of the Elliott wave count, that we could potentially see much lower prices. And obviously, if we take a look at this and we load back on this Elliott wave count, you know, this obviously gave us our perspective where we had a WXY. We obviously had here an impulse, a retrace, another impulse, come up to the X of that daily. It's like, was this a major high? And we are going to see levels such as 29,000 again. I mean, it's obviously possible, but I would say currently it's not actually the most probable that we go down that low. So although, yeah, this is a nice perspective to have, obviously it was a really nice short position for everybody, but I still would say it's not the most probable that we're coming down all this way. And that's why I truly, in a form of perspective of trying to help people, is, you know, if you took that short, I mean, I would take profits where we are. So, you know, you got to do whatever you want. But in terms of probabilities, because of the fact we haven't, Oh, really simply because of the fact that we haven't actually got an official break. We're still on, or we're still on this weekly region. It's like, this is such a sensible place to take profit. It's such a sensible place to take profit. You know, again, that doesn't mean close everything. I personally have not closed all of the short because I view in the intermediate term, there's the potential for lower. And I don't want to close everything, but I am happy enough to close out a larger percentage of the short because it's like, because we just simply because this could potentially have a pivotal low. You know, I recognize that we're at a really pivotal level on the chart. And it's just the way that I trade. That's just really simply the way that I trade. I'm content with taking a short, hitting a take profit one, which is hit, having my stop loss set, and on the rest of it, especially because it's like Saturday, Sunday, and I'm really not bothered trading Sundays. I don't know how even long this video. Yes, 18 minutes. I want to kind of wrap it up. I got things to do today, if I'm totally honest with you. But yeah, this is really the way that I would approach it. If I would take profits here, give it a few hours consolidation, really simply, and then let's come back once we've had a bit of consolidation. What we're seeing right now is extreme still volatility. That this is not really the prime opportunity again for a swing trade. We're talking about a trade that you could potentially hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, a month. But, when you're thinking about a long-term perspective, a month-long perspective, you don't need to be getting in and worrying about 1 or 2% difference. Okay, so could this equal a really nice long position? Potentially, yes. But I would want to see a bit of an extended consolidation locally with some divergences form. That's honestly simply my answer. The way that I'm kind of trying to trade it for more of a swing trade is I have the potential of a really nice short here. I still feel that it's most probable that this is not going to work out, if I'm totally honest with you. This is a really nice idea that did aid getting into that short position, but do I feel it's the most likely at the moment that we're going all the way down here? I must say no. I don't actually believe it's the most likely that we come down here, but I'm still prepared for that to happen. I'm positioned for lower prices, but I don't truly believe that it's the most likely yet. Yet is obviously a key word. The more once we lose actually this key support level, which again is from 37,000 to really that 30, literally the weekly. Yeah, if we start to lose that, then I'm going to be thinking, wow, we actually could actually see a really nice really nice Elliott wave count play out here. But do I feel that it's going to happen at the moment? Not really. That's why I'm happy to take a large percentage of profits. What I can do if we lose that support, I can really simply compound it back on. That just means adding to my short position. Or alternatively, if we form a little bit of consolidation here, which I believe I'm going to be looking for at least 2 hours at least of consolidation. And if we start to form consolidation and we actually start to see a nice potential low formed around this weekly, then naturally, the way that I would approach it is opening a long or simultaneously holding the short. And if I got stopped out of the short, then I would be fine with that and I would let the long run. And this is my style of trading. I'm okay with holding 2 positions simultaneously, because if you got your short high and your long from lower, honestly, it's such a sensible way of trading. It's I want to say it's advanced because it slightly is, I suppose, but it's just so sensible. Like, it's so sensible to trade that way. It really is. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. I really did. I don't want to make this go on too long. My perspective really simply was for you, in that I just wanted to come on and give you a bit of help to people, because I see a lot of people like, oh, when do I take profits? What do I do? So many questions. So at the end of the minute, just let me go onto this stream, give a little bit of a perspective of how I'm personally approaching this. Again, I suppose the takeaway here is literally going to be patience. You don't need to just jump into a trade. Remember, we're on a Sunday in the middle of the day. You got the CME open tonight. You got Ethereum futures opening tomorrow. I mean, that is a massive event in itself. It's an absolutely massive event. So do I think you need to rush into a trade right now? My answer is absolutely not. I would personally be so content with being patient here, waiting for at least an area of consolidation which offers a potential long. Or the way that I'm approaching it, I'm happy to just sit in my short right now. Like, I can be totally hand on heart honest with you. I am so happy to just sit in my short. So you know, how would I get out of that short? It for me would have to be a consolidation period, which is proving to me that actually Bitcoin wants to push higher, which I don't have at the moment. Like, period, I don't have it at the moment. Or alternatively, a proper reclaim at a weekly that would offer me a long position, which I'd hold simultaneously to the short, because I don't really want to close it. Which then would lead me into the option of, okay, if we actually ever come back and push above this daily, then naturally, yeah, I'd look to then close the short position. But, you know, this is my perspective. I try and trade this a little bit more of a swing trade. I'm thinking weeks in advance right now. Really simply, how am I able to remain so calm and collected? I have a really nice plan, to be honest with you. I have a really nice plan. I have a really nice thought process. And I'm thinking to myself, I know where I would long right now. And the thing is, I haven't been taking like 10 longs today. So it's not like some people where they're like going to be taking long and long and long and long. And now this is the 11th time they want to take a long and then they don't take it because they've been stopped out 10 times prior. You know, my perspective is I haven't tried to take any longs on this downwards movement. So if I take a long here and it does get stopped, because maybe it does, like, you know, that's one trade, one loss on the long. But yeah, I suppose, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to come on and then do this really quickly. So many comments. Yeah, Ethereum futures is so many people asking about Ethereum futures. Ethereum futures come out tomorrow. Let's try and read some of these. Yeah, basically a lot of the same question of Ethereum futures. Basically, everybody seems to be asking about that. I'm gonna do another live stream tonight. That's why I don't want to go this one on for so long. I'll give my bit more of a perspective of Ethereum in that this was just a Bitcoin video. It was not really aimed at people talking about Ethereum. So I'll cover Ethereum tonight. How can you hold on to positions on Coinbase Pro? I don't think Coinbase Pro even allows you to short. I trade Bybit, so I don't know about Coinbase Pro. I don't trade that. To be honest with you. CME will short Ethereum. Where would you long? Well, I hopefully I've answered that question. I think I've answered the question of where would I long. I would either wait for a period of consolidation here above the weekly, which in my opinion does offer a long trade. That is for me a long. Like, it's not like I'm against longing Bitcoin. Like, I would long Bitcoin if we form a bit of a. Again, I would honestly just say I'd be more than happy to be patient. You know, I'd want to see a bit of consolidation go on here before I actually go into the long. Does that mean I miss out on the bottom few percent? Yes, it does. It totally means I'm not going to long the bottom here, because I'd actually prefer to long higher. You know, and that for me is fine. I don't mind longing higher if I feel the probabilities are better in my favor. I don't have a long setup at the moment. We're below the weekly. We haven't formed a consolidation. Like, I don't have a reason to long at the moment. Maybe that changes in an hour. And we formed a consolidation, we get a market structure change, and then we can say, actually, now this is a really nice long. But like, I'm talking to you live in the time. My perspective in this video is talking about 5-minute charts, and I currently don't have a long position. Like, so yeah, no, that's how I would get into my long. That's how I'd approach the long. Sounds like a lot of people need to join the Chart Champions group and learn proper technical analysis. Yeah, well, I think a lot of people just need to learn how to control their emotions because people are so emotional, and this is why they lose so much money. Like, it's not actually that difficult. It's nowhere. See, we're still below the month. We're still below the weekly at the moment. We have the potential of a lot lower. Yeah, I understand this, but we also have a really big support region at the moment. So it's not like this is like a massive, you know, I just truly feel like this is such a time to just be patient, man. Just, you know, relax, chill, and take it easy. That's what I feel anyway. So I truly hope that this has helped at least somebody of the hundreds and hundreds of people that were asking us questions. It was crazy. You know, my Instagram DMs are absolutely manic. But yeah, for the people that say don't short a bull market, this is obviously really tongue-in-cheek, laughing at people. You know, why would you not short a bull market? Because literally, this trades why would you not short a bull market when there's so much money to be made short in a bull market? It's just really, really weird thing to say. We have the potential of a higher term time frame, bigger move to the downside. Do I feel that it's the most likely that we're going all the way down there now? No, I honestly can say no. I don't feel that that's the most likely at the moment. If we start to lose, 37, the thing is, I know that there's supports below it prior. You have 37, you have 36, you have that daily 36,661. We obviously have 32k. I acknowledge that there's a lot of supports on the way down, but the way that I would approach this from a swing trader's perspective, because the way that I've kind of viewed the charts is saying like, when price is up at those daily resistances, you look for shorts, and when price is down at the lower areas, you look for longs. But then obviously intraday, this weekly, one would actually imagine that this does equal a good long in the end, because you have the potential of price doing things like this, where actually, we obviously rejected here, but then it doesn't have to come all the way down here. What price can literally do is grab the liquidity of the weekly, and then it actually forms a consolidation and bottoms out a little bit here before getting that really big increase in price, and then that would look really bullish. But you can see that this area of consolidation is going to take time to get underway. Again, it might only take an hour or so, but it's not going to happen on the 1 minute chart. That's the thing, it's not going to happen on the 1 minute chart. So you got to wait, you got to be a bit patient here. If you start to consolidate back above the weekly, then I truly do believe that then you obviously have a really nice long trade. And then if you look at it from a perspective of, if you form a consolidation, if you start to get your divergences and it starts to look really nice, well, then you actually will build up another higher low, and it looks really bullish. So you have to be open to trading the markets, sometimes in simultaneous positions. That's the way I do like to trade. Yeah. So final words for me in the video here are really simply, I'm short Bitcoin. Everyone knows this. And I truly believe that now is a take profit. Like, I truly believe now is a take profit on that weekly. Because there is the potential that this is a potential low that we head up higher. That does not mean I'll close all my position. It means it's take profit level right now, or I am. In my opinion, this is a take profit. If we start to consolidate, yes, that absolutely gives a long position. It really does give a long, because you actually have a really good area of value. You'd have another invalidation. That's how I would simply approach this. So I'm ready to take a long, but not quite yet. I don't want to jump the gun. I'd actually prefer to wait for the confirmation. And unless I get that confirmation, I'll stay only in a short position. So hopefully that was helpful. For the people asking about Ethereum, it's absolutely crazy the amount of Ethereum comments that are happening right now. I got a live stream tonight. So this is a live stream for the champions. So if you want to join me on the live stream tonight, where I will talk about Bitcoin, I will talk about Ethereum, well, then you're more than welcome to join us on that if this is something that interests you. It's obviously not the contenders live stream, that's on a Wednesday. It's the champions live stream, which is going to be the 7th of today of February. So I got a champions live stream tonight. I'll be going over Ethereum, and again, I'm going to go over it in a lot of detail. So I'll go over Ethereum in a lot of detail, and I'll go over Bitcoin in a lot of detail. I'll give you all my thoughts on like the futures, how I actually feel this is going to play out. So yeah, if that's of interest to anyone, I'll obviously go through that tonight. We are not a signals group. We are not a signals group, but occasionally in the champions live stream tonight, for example, I will give a entry and exit and a stop loss like of my next swing trade. But this is designed for education. Like, I just want to stress, although we are going to give a signal call, it is educationally focused. So please just acknowledge and realize that we are an educational group, even though we sometimes give signals. But yeah, there you go. If you want to join that stream, it's obviously chartchampions.com. I've given you my perspective on the chart. I've given you my perspective as much as I can do on the lower term timeframes here. Hopefully it's helped some people. Final words, I believe this is a really nice take profit zone on the short. I feel it offers a potential long, not right now, but we need to see the consolidation. Maybe in an hour's time, it offers a really nice long. And yeah, the live stream tonight, if you're interested, that will be for the champions group. And yeah, that's it then. So thank you very much for watching. Really hope that this was a little bit helpful, have maybe helped you in formulating a plan on the short term. Again, this is very much focused on the short term, next 1 or 2 hours, and the video is a little bit irrelevant, but there you go. Hopefully that was really helpful. Thank you ever so much, and I'm literally going to go back to to what I was doing. So cheers everybody, thank you. And oh, look at this. The guys donated $50, made $70,000 today, set plan, went to sleep with confidence because of you, told you you are changing lives. So, I mean, that's absolutely amazing. That truly is amazing. The guys made $70,000 today from the short position. And this is the thing. $70,000 made, lock in profits. And it's so relaxing, isn't it? It's so relaxing. So go to sleep with confidence. You know, once you got that plan, you know, life is bliss. Like, life is blissful because trading can be so easy when you let it be. If you start to get your emotions get the better of you, that's when you're going to start losing money. You know, this guy made 70 grand today off of that short position. I see people short in Ethereum and making like so much money. You know, this guy, 21 trades over the past 2 days, 18 wins and 3 losses. Like, that is absolutely, you know, 18 wins, 3 losses. Again, losses are normal, but as long as you're taking more wins than losses, like, trading is so easy when you let it be. It really is. So yeah, there you go. I hope that was helpful, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a final look. Yeah, we're still below the weekly, so still a little bit to be cautious of. That's me wrapping up. I'll see you in the live stream tonight if you're interested. And honestly, well done on that, mate. Well done on that. Absolutely brilliant to see. Thank you ever so much, and have a good day.